The richest woman in the Philippines could buy a new mansion every single day for the next 30 years. She would still have billions left over. She is worth $11.8 billion. That is more money than most people can even imagine. She started working at 8 years old in her father's small shoe shop in Quiapo. Today, her family owns malls, banks, and some of the most expensive land in Southeast Asia. Her name is Terasita Sy-coson. Her homes hide behind walls so private that most Filipinos will never see what is on the other side. But here is what makes this story so special. She is not the only one. All across the Philippines, women are building mansions that can compete with her empire. One actress spent 20 years building a 700 million peso palace. She designed it to last longer than her own grandchildren. A movie star built a house with an indoor slide that broke the Philippine internet. And a YouTube couple built an 800 million peso home without ever being on television. That last mansion changes everything we thought we knew about getting rich in this country. By the end of this video, you will understand why. This tour starts now. Almost every story about big money in the Philippines starts with one family name. Why? At the top of that family sits Terasita Sy-coson. She is the oldest daughter of the late Henry C. Sr. He was the man who turned one small shoe store into the giant SM empire. As of 2025, she has a net worth of $11.8 billion. That makes her the richest woman in the Philippines. She is also one of the most powerful businesswomen in all of Asia. When other kids were playing, she was learning how to count inventory and talk to customers at her father's shop. Over many years, she became vice chairwoman of SM Investments. That is the biggest holding company in the country. She also became chairwoman of BDO Unibank. That is the biggest bank in the Philippines. SM Prime Holdings alone set aside 100 billion pesos just for building new properties in 2025. That is about $1.7 billion in only 1 year. She did not get a finished empire handed to her. She helped build it from the very beginning. So where does the richest woman in the Philippines actually live? The answer is behind the most guarded gates in all of Southeast Asia. The Sy family properties are in Forbes Park and Dasmariñas Village in Makati. These places are so special that people call them the Beverly Hills of Manila. According to people who study expensive homes, one mansion in Forbes Park can cost more than 1.5 billion pesos. One home there sits on 2,000 square meters of the most expensive land in the country. The design is calm and peaceful with a modern tropical feel. The rooms are so big and open that you feel like you are standing inside a five-star hotel. Every wall, every floor, and every view was picked to show one thing without saying a single word: power. Behind these walls, the most important families in the country live in a world that regular Filipinos will never enter. In Forbes Park, having money is not enough to get in. Your family name and your business history decide if you belong. The Sy family did not just buy a house here. They helped decide what being rich in the Philippines even looks like. But old family money is not the only way to build a huge mansion anymore. Some of the most amazing homes in the Philippines belong to women who started with nothing but talent and hard work. Look at Marian Rivera. She is the queen of Philippine television. She is the highest paid actress in the history of this country. Over 20 full years, she and her husband Ding Dong Dante designed and finished their family home. It is worth about 700 million pesos. The main entrance has ceilings so high they look like a church. Hand-carved hardwood from Batangas covers every room. Filipino craftsmen whose families have done this work for many generations made all of it. Soft colors mixed with green plants on every floor. The huge swimming pool was built to reflect the Makati city lights at night. It turns the backyard into a private show. Every material was picked not because it was trendy, but because it would last forever. This is not a home built to show off on Instagram. It was made to be passed down to her children and their children. 20 years. Every TV role, every commercial, every tired night of work went into these walls. Marian Rivera did not build a mansion to look rich. She built something her family will own for 100 years. In the hills of Antipolo, high above the noisy streets of Metro Manila, another actress built something with a feature so fun that it became the most famous home video in Philippine social media history. Kathryn Bernado is the box office queen. She was the first Filipino actress to make 1 billion pesos from her movies. Casa Bernado is a 3-story modern house that looks like a resort. It sits on a hill with an infinity pool that seems to touch the sky over Metro Manila. A private elevator takes you between floors. The lower level has a full arcade and a bar for parties. But the thing that made this house famous is the indoor metal slide. It goes from the 2nd floor all the way down into the living room. It sounds like a toy until you understand what it really means. Kathryn built all of this when she was still in her 20s. No money from her parents, no family already famous in showbiz. Every single peso came from her own work. The slide is not silly, it is a message. This home belongs to someone young enough to still have fun and powerful enough to build her mansion any way she wants. The whole place is worth about 500 million pesos. That makes her one of the youngest self-made rich people in the Philippines. Not every mansion tries to be fun. Some demand attention by being works of art. Adarna's home in Alabang is in a class by itself. Part house, part private art museum, part fashion runway. A famous Zaha Hadid sofa sits in one room. That single piece of furniture costs more than most cars on Philippine roads. Sculptures worth millions of pesos stand all over the house like a gallery show that never ends. Fancy ceilings make every room look like a piece of art when you look up. The basement holds expensive cars displayed like museum pieces. A pool with bamboo walls turns the backyard into a tropical paradise. The idea is simple. Living and art should be the same thing. Ellen does not collect art and put it in her house. She lives inside the art itself. For someone who built a whole career on looking different, this mansion makes perfect sense. The home matches the woman who built it. Then there is Vice Ganda. He is the most successful comedian and TV host in the Philippines. His mansion matches his personality completely. During the day, it looks like a smooth, modern building with clean lines. At night, it glows like a giant light sculpture that the whole neighborhood can see. You need a fingerprint to use the elevator. No keys, no codes. A dining hall fits 100 guests for big events. A movie theater handles entertainment. A spa helps him relax. But the thing that makes this home famous is the walk-in closet. It is so big and so fancy that people say it looks like a luxury department store. Racks and racks of designer clothes. Shoes displayed in glass cases like treasures. Accessories organized perfectly. For someone whose job depends on fashion, this closet is not showing off. It is a work tool. Every part of this house was built for maximum wow. This is what it looks like when someone who refused to be small their whole life finally builds a home. Among all these amazing mansions, one was built for something different. Love. Zaza Padilla is the divine diva of the Philippines. Her voice has been part of Filipino music for over 40 years. Her husband, famous architect Conrad Onglao, designed her entire mansion himself. It cost 361 million pesos and sits on 1,386 square meters in the fancy San Lorenzo village. The U-shaped design makes every room feel close and warm. A grand piano sits at the very heart of the home. Perfect for a woman who has spent her whole life making music. Picture yourself standing there. Afternoon sun falls on the piano keys. Outside the walls, Manila roars with millions of people. Inside, there's only quiet and music and peace. A beautiful floating staircase connects the floors. Filipino art fills every hallway like a gallery. When an architect builds a home for the woman he loves, he thinks about every sunrise she will wake up to, every shadow that will cross her piano, every view she will see at 3 in the morning when she cannot sleep. Zazia calls this mansion a love letter written in wood, glass, and sunlight. Most mansions are built for the owner. This one was built for her by someone who loved her. That makes it different from anything else in the country. Solenn Heussaff is an actress, artist, and businesswoman. She finished Casa Solenn 2.0, a 400 million peso tropical home that proves something important. Filipino craftsmanship and smart technology can work together perfectly. Voice commands control everything in the house. Lights, air conditioning, all of it. But the technology does not hide the beauty. Filipino materials are built into every wall and floor. Paintings from Solenn's own art studio hang everywhere. The infinity pool seems to disappear into the jungle around it. Swimming feels like floating at the edge of the forest. This home works as a family house and as a living gallery of Filipino design. Every woven texture, every local material, every Filipino painting says the same thing. Our craftsmanship belongs next to the best technology in the world. But the mansion that changes everything belongs to Team Payaman. Kong Velasquez and V. Cortez built their 800 million pesos digital empire house a completely new way. No TV contracts, no mall empires, no rich parents. They built a media empire from YouTube videos and social media. They make money that old Hollywood could never imagine. Huge glass living rooms fill with natural light. Voice commands control every system. Smart glass on every window changes from clear to private with one word. Hand-carved wooden doors look like they belong in a museum. This mansion is real proof that getting rich no longer requires old money or knowing the right people. The Sy dynasty started with a shoe store in Quiapo. Team Payaman started with a camera and an internet connection. Both paths led to mansions worth hundreds of millions of pesos. The game has completely changed. Anyone watching this video right now has the same tools they used. In a country where the minimum daily wage is around 610 pesos, these numbers feel almost fake. The total value of these mansions is more than 5 billion pesos, but they stand as real proof of what Filipino women have built. Some got money from their families and made it grow even bigger. Others earned every peso from decades of hard TV work. A new generation built wealth from viral videos and phone screens. The road to big success has never been more open. From Terasita Sy-coson's $11.8 billion dynasty behind Forbes Park walls, to Marian Rivera's 20-year dream home, to Kathryn Bernado's famous resort house, to Vice Ganda's glowing kingdom, to Team Payaman's YouTube mansion, you have now seen inside the secret billionaire mansions of the Philippines' richest women. These are not just houses, they are proof carved in marble and glass. Proof that Filipino women can build empires in any business through any path. The mansions are the evidence, the ambition is the lesson. If this changed how you see what is possible in this country, hit subscribe. We are just getting started. Now tell us in the comments, which mansion shows something you want to build someday? The family legacy home? The art sanctuary? The love letter? Or the digital empire? Your answer might tell you something about yourself.